Everywhere you look, there's noise. Not just the sound of cars or conversations, but the noise that fills the inside of your head. The endless scroll. The constant comparison. The pressure to keep up, to respond, to be visible. It never stops, and somewhere in the middle of it all, you start to lose the sound of your own thoughts. We've built a world where silence feels like a threat. A moment of quiet becomes uncomfortable, almost unbearable. We turn on music, open apps, check messages, filling the air with something, anything, because being alone with our minds feels too heavy. We've forgotten how to sit in stillness, how to listen to ourselves without judgment or distraction. And yet, deep down, every one of us is starving for peace. Not the kind you buy in a weekend retreat, not the kind that comes from perfect routines or productivity hacks, but the real kind. The quiet peace that comes when you stop running from yourself. This noise, the one inside you, isn't just sound, it's fear. Fear of missing out. Fear of being forgotten. Fear of realizing that all the noise was just a way to avoid looking inward. Because when you finally stop, when you let the silence settle, you begin to see what's been hiding underneath. Maybe it's sadness. Maybe it's confusion. Maybe it is the simple truth that you, Dante, really know who you are without the noise. And that's okay. That is where the real work begins. It takes courage to turn down the volume of the world and listen to what your heart has been whispering all along. It takes patience to sit with your discomfort and not immediately reach for your phone or your next distraction. Because silence dosante hibe, it gives clarity. And clarity is what most of us are missing. You see, we mistake movement for meaning. We think that if we keep doing, scrolling, improving, something will finally click and the noise will stop. But it doesn't. It grows louder. Because the more you look outside for what can only be found within, the further you drift from yourself. The mind is like a room filled with echoes. If you never stop talking, you'll never hear the echo fade. And that echo, that fading voice in the distance, is your truth trying to reach you. The noise promises belonging, but delivers exhaustion. It gives you validation for a moment, and then takes it away the next. It tells you that peace will come after you finish the next thing, after you achieve, after you fix yourself. But peace isn't waiting there. Peace is what is left when you stop searching. Imagine sitting in a quiet room with no distractions, no music, no messages, no timeline to scroll. At first, you'll feel restless. You'll feel the urge to move, to reach, to fill the space. But if you stay just a little longer, something beautiful happens. The noise begins to settle. The thoughts that once screamed start to whisper. And in that whisper, you rediscover yourself. You remember that you are not your notifications. You are not your achievements. You are not your image on a screen. You are the awareness that watches all of it. You are the stillness behind the storm. The noise will always be there outside, inside, everywhere. But you don't have to let it rule you. You can learn to step back, to breathe, to listen, to exist in the space between sounds where life feels soft again. Because the truth is, silence isn't empty. It's full of answers, full of healing, full of presence. You just have to be brave enough to hear it. So tonight, before you sleep, try this. Turn everything off. Close your eyes and don't reach for anything. Let your thoughts wander. Let them move and dissolve. Don't chase them. Don't fight them. Just observe. Soon you'll feel it, that gentle quiet, the calm beneath the chaos. And in that quiet, you'll realize that you were never lost. You were just buried under all the noise. And now, finally, you can begin to hear yourself again. Thank you for listening. I hope this brought you a moment of peace. If it did, please consider liking and subscribing for more content like this. Sweet dreams. Sweet dreams.